Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome. Kiara Koto. I've got 20 minutes to potentially change your next 3 years and beyond. I am Sylvia, your scholarship advisor here at the University of Auckland. Tonight, we're diving into everything you need to know about school leaver scholarships, what's on offer, who it's for, and how to give your application the best shot. It's definitely going to be short, sharp, and packed with value, so stay with me. All right, so here's what we're covering tonight. We'll talk about who can apply, the kind of support scholarships offer, a quick rundown on the different types available, how to actually apply, and some very important tips to make that process smoother. And of course, we'll go over the key dates you need to know. But first, let's talk about eligibility. So, who exactly can apply? If you're in your final year of secondary school and you're either a New Zealand citizen or a permanent resident, great news, you're eligible. Now, if you're thinking about taking a gap year, something to note here, you'll still need to apply while you're at school because your school needs to endorse your application. So even if university feels like it's a while away, this is something you need to do now. Now let's chat about why scholarships are such a big deal. It's not just about the money, it's about giving you the tools to set yourself up for success right from day one. Some scholarships even come with accommodation benefits like fully catered halls right here on campus. What does that mean? That means no long commutes and one less thing to worry about, especially in your first year when it feels like everything is new. Plus, you're surrounded by other students who are motivated, focused, and who are always ready to help you succeed. It's a great environment to grow and study, and it's a perfect chance to meet new people, especially if you're moving from out of town. If you haven't done a tour of the halls yet, I really recommend it. Even just a virtual tour can give you a feel for what it's like. Trust me, it helps to picture yourself there. Now, but here's something we hear all the time. A lot of students talk themselves out of applying. They think my grades aren't that amazing, or I haven't done any big leadership stuff, and they decide not to apply at all. That's honestly one of the biggest missed opportunities. Don't do that. Yes, we look at academic results and involvement, but that's just one piece of the puzzle. We also consider your background, your personal journey, and potential to succeed here at the university. We definitely want to understand who you are and how we can support your unique path. Keep in mind, the selection criteria might shift a bit each year based on the applicant pool and university priorities. But one thing definitely stays the same. If you don't apply, your chances are zero. If you do apply, you might just surprise yourself. So go for it, back yourself, submit the application, and hope for the best. You've got nothing to lose but everything to gain. Okay, now that you know why scholarships are important, let's talk about what's actually available. If you're starting at the University of Auckland in 2026, there are six main school leaver scholarships available: Top Achiever Scholarship, Maori Academic Excellence Scholarship, Pacific Academic Excellence Scholarship, Academic Potential Scholarship School Leavers, Waka Moana Scholarship, and Waka Moana Scholarship. Now, here's the good part. When you apply for one of these, you automatically be considered for two more scholarships: the $5,000 worth faculty entry level undergraduate scholarship and the $5,000 worth 140th anniversary scholarship. So, with just one application, you're actually in the running for multiple scholarships. Super efficient, right? And there's more. Even after you apply, we'll be adding more scholarships over the next few months. So, it's a good idea to keep checking the scholarship website or for any new ones that might come up which you might be eligible for. Let's start with one of our most competitive one, the Top Achiever Scholarship. This is a one-year scholarship, catered accommodation for your first year, a huge support both financially and socially, plus $2,500 each semester in your first year. So what do we look for? We are looking for students who excel beyond the classroom. That includes participation in competitions, demonstrated leadership qualities, and active community engagement. Now, you might be wondering, how important are your grades? The answer: very, very important. We assess your academic performance using your rank scores, which we receive directly from NZQA and CIE. No need to submit them yourself. This is a very competitive scholarship, and if you're a standout in or beyond the classroom, you could be a strong contender. Next up, the Maori Academic Excellence Scholarship. Now, this one supports you for 3 years and includes catered accommodation in your first year. You'll also get $5,000 spread out over your degree. We'll ask you to write a short personal statement about your connection to your Maori identity. You can write this either in English or Te Reo Maori, whichever feels right for you. Think about the unique experiences and aspirations you want to share in your statement. This is your chance to tell your story in your own voice. You will also need to provide a declaration of your whakapapa, but don't worry, this isn't from a close relative. It needs to come from someone in your community who's suitable to certify this, like a Maori liaison officer or a marae representative. Just make sure it's someone of New Zealand Maori descent and not your sibling, spouse, parent, or grandparent. It's a good idea to start thinking about who this person might be and reach out to them early, so there's plenty of time to get this step sorted. If you're of Pacific descent, this one's for you. The Pacific Academic Excellence Scholarship also covers your first year of catered accommodation plus $5,000 throughout your studies. If you are from Fiji, note this is open to indigenous Fijians only. And a key part of the application is obtaining certification of your Pacific Island ancestry from a credible member of your community. This might be a church leader, healthcare professional, lawyer, school teacher, or another professional who knows you and your family very well. Choose someone credible outside your immediate family and definitely give them ample time. Let's decode the Academic Potential Scholarship. This scholarship is designed to support students who's faced barriers to the university. There are three tiers to it based on circumstances. Tier 1 includes 1 year accommodation plus lump sum payments over 3 years, totaling $5,000. Tier 2 provides $10,000 in lump sum payments over 3 years, but this does not have accommodation. And Tier 3 offers $6,000 in lump sum payments over 3 years, also without accommodation. Now take a moment to consider which tier aligns best with your needs. And how do we decide on your tier? We do consider and factor in things like the school decile, refugee background, disability, rural school location, first in family to attend university. The scholarship really looks at potential beyond just grades. Now, these two scholarships are pretty special, the Waka Moana and the Waka Moana. They each offer a full year of catered accommodation and a laptop to help you get started. Imagine having your own device to support your studies throughout university and beyond. Waka Moana is for Maori students and the Waka Moana is for indigenous Pacific students. And as with the earlier ones, you will need a declaration of your descent from someone who knows you, but again, not a close family member. Think about who in your community could support your application with this important endorsement. And both these scholarships are fantastic opportunities to gain vital support as you start your university journey. So let's find out, how do you apply? First things first, apply for admission to the University of Auckland to get your student ID number. You will need this ID to start your scholarship application. It usually takes a day or so to gain access to the scholarship application system after applying for admission, so hang tight. If it's taking longer than expected or you run into any issues, feel free to get in touch with us. Now let's take a closer look and see how this process works. Once you're into the application, you'll see a section called Tell Us About You. This is your chance to share your challenges or circumstances that have shaped your journey. It could be financial hardship, family responsibilities, health conditions, or anything else that's impacted your studies. Be honest, this is where context matters. And for extra help, check out our Scholarships and Awards guidebook. It's got everything in one place. It explains each application section clearly and outlines the entire application process. You will find a link to the guidebook in the resource box to your right. Make sure to check it out. Take the time to understand these sections as this will help you complete a strong application. Before we go any further, here are a few key terms we use that you might want to get familiar with. Are you still unsure if you might qualify? You might be and not even realize. Now let's unpack some commonly missed terms. The first one, first in family. This one applies if no one in your immediate family, like your parents or siblings, has completed a university qualification before your first year of study. It also includes adoptive or step parents and siblings, as long as they've lived with you for the past 5 years or more. The second one, refugee background. This one is another one that often gets overlooked. If you or your parents' guardians have been granted refuge in New Zealand, that's considered a refugee background. And if you're wondering about financial need, check with StudyLink to see if you might qualify for a student allowance. StudyLink is available in the scholarship application itself, so you'll come across it as you go. The bottom line, if one of these fits you, it could open the door to funding support, but only if you remember to tick the box. So take a moment, look again, and make sure you're not leaving anything on the table. All right, so this is the part where it gets exciting and personal. This part of your application is your spotlight moment. So ask yourself, what have I done that makes me proud and shows who I really am? Whether you've represented your region, your country, or your school, either in sports, be it arts or academics, this is where you tell us. And have you been a school prefect, a house captain, or taken part in programs like Duke of Edinburgh, Model UN, Outward Bound? Yes, all those count too. And if you earned a community award or recognition, tell us. We want the whole picture because your achievements help us understand your leadership and your drive and your impact. And a hot tip here, don't be shy and hold back. What you include here could set your application apart. Okay, now that you know what's out there, here's how to actually find them. Finding a scholarship does not have to be hard. Here's where to start. Head to the University of Auckland homepage. Click on Study at the top left. Then select Scholarship and Awards and choose School Leavers Scholarships. Click on that. From there, you will be able to browse through all the School Leaver scholarships and access detailed information about each one. This includes timeline of events, tips to help you get started, and other helpful hints to make your application stand out. We encourage everyone to explore this section. Here's something you may want to know. Some scholarships can cover your entire degree or even provide 3 years of accommodation. First up, the Ralph and Eve Seeley Scholarship. This offers $6,000 per year across your undergrad degree. Then we have the Presbyterian Methodist Congregational Grafton Scholarship, which gives you 3 years of accommodation at Grafton Hall. You don't need to be a Presbyterian or a Methodist to apply. It's open to all eligible students. You will find both of these scholarships along with the others on our scholarships for the first year of undergraduate study webpage. The link is available in the resources box on the right side of your screen right now. But before you hit apply, it is important to understand how co-tenure works. That is, whether two scholarships can be held at the same time. The Ralph and Eve Seeley cannot be held alongside our 6 main school leaver scholarships. So this cannot be co-tenured. The Presbyterian one cannot be held with the accommodation-based scholarships. But however, it can be co-tenured with Tier 2 and 3 of academic potential ones. We generally suggest apply for as many scholarships as you like, but if you win 2 that clash, you'll need to just choose one that works best for you. But don't worry about it right now. We'll guide you through that when it comes up. Are you ready to get started? Here's the checklist. First, head over to our scholarships page. Spot one that sparks your interest. Click on it. Now this step, don't skip it. Read through the regulations carefully. Why? Because knowing the fine print means you're one step ahead and in control. Got that down? Great. Now hit the apply button and start your journey towards funding your future. Remember, every click is a step closer to unlocking amazing opportunities. Don't wait, dive in today. A couple of final things before we wrap up. Scholarships application opened on 21st May. And yes, you do need to apply for the admission first to get your student ID. Then head to our scholarship application system to find scholarships you're eligible and start off with your application process. Please remember to complete all application sections before you request any endorsements, as endorsement is an important part of the process. Do follow up with your endorsers early to give them ample time. Do not leave your application submission until the last minute. Make sure you have all your information ready and double-checked before submitting, as you won't be able to make any changes once the application is submitted. Also, please don't forget to complete your accommodation application, because without it, your scholarship application will not be considered. The deadline for all of this is Wednesday, 13th August at 11:59 p.m. Please plan ahead, stay organized, and put your best foot forward. Thanks so much for being here today. I hope this helped you feel more confident, excited, and ready to apply. This webinar will be open for 5 more minutes, so drop any last minute questions in the box now. If you've missed something or you want to follow up later, you can always reach us at scholarships@auckland.ac.nz. Before we close out, quick recap. Just one last time. Apply for admissions, apply for scholarship, apply for accommodation. Deadline to submit everything, Wednesday, 13th August, 11:59 p.m. We don't offer extensions, so apply early, stay sharp, and really looking forward to welcoming you to the University of Auckland. Thank you.